Other interesting political news, you have a clip of Zohran saying that he wants to basically empty the jails, going viral on social media. The new DNC mayoral candidate for New York City. As brought to us thanks to End Wokeness, which he has a little clip here. There's Zohran right there in those really effeminate looking puffy jackets.
Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages. Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary and there happens to be a housing unit in that same dwelling. So violence is an artificial construction. And we have to be very clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence. That is violence at the highest level.
Enforcing the law is violence. We just need to rewrite, we just need to reword anything and change the definitions of things. Again, reference to 1984. Yeah. It's almost as if the Democrat Party or leftism just read that book and thought, let's take that evil government, make it bigger and more evil, and we'll just do everything they do. So many other policies have parallels directly to that work of art, that literature book. I was going to say this uniform, or this, it's a little bit hotter than usual today with the wig and everything on, but I will persevere. I'm not delusional yet. The sweat isn't come down, is it? No, I'm kidding. But now, that went pretty well. I got 6.1 million views. And yeah, the term I was searching for was newspeak, which is the word in the book for, yeah, basically rewording everything so words change definitions and they beat you into submission to say that 2 + 2 = 5. Or nowadays, Democrats say girls are boys and boys are girls. Now, Gunther Eagleman responded saying, quote, shouldn't Manamami be deported? Getting 5.7 thousand likes. Nick Sorter says, quote, cut off all diplomatic and economic ties to Uganda until they come pick up their boy, Mariami, getting 2,000 likes. So let's be honest, I'm not sure how much importation of goods and services we get from Uganda. Maybe some clothing. Now, Paul Zupa says, quote, Mariami doesn't want anyone to see this. Same reason he deleted his post when he called for defunding the police. Getting 1.4 thousand likes. Wow, this one got 10,000. Bruce Witt says, quote, he's a foreign asset sent to destroy America's values and destabilize one of the largest cities of the world. Deport him now. That got 10,000 likes. Sheepdog Society LLC says, quote, you know what? Sometimes you should just gotta let the kid touch the hot stove. If the economy gets elected mayor, it's the end of New York City. It will be a free fall for all violent, drug, and crime-ridden dystopian nightmare. This is what they voted for. This is what they get. It's an equivalent to F around and find out, getting 3.7 thousand likes. Now, the sad part is the folks in the minority that are not voting for him will have to deal with the fallout of this. I mean, again, there are some Republicans in New York City. There's a couple of them. And again, it's going to be the folks, they're going to be hit hard. Especially the folks, ironically, the folks that vote for him are probably the ones that are going to be hurt the most or with the greatest frequency. You also have Shara Farish saying, quote, you get what you vote for. Glad I don't live near that hellhole anymore. To any liberal fleeing New York City, Tennessee is closed, getting 1,000 likes. Mr. Pitbull, back from the Hotel Holiday Inn, I believe, says, quote, LOL, that's only something a privileged liberal would say. Imagine telling the family of a, abuse victim or murder victim that the crime is a, quote, artificial construct. Hollow and weak individual. Zohran getting 713 likes. May says, quote, he's absolutely insane. New York City is about to get what they voted for. Enjoy, getting 2.7 thousand likes. Global Report says, quote, New York is about to become a shithole, getting 774 likes. The community notes would probably say, it'll get shittier. A lot of people would argue it's been on the downtrend for a while. I believe that's the same city where they give illegals $300 vouchers per night for hotel rooms. Dissident West said, quote, this guy would be less dangerous if he actually, this guy would be less dangerous if he actually was the Sharia law type instead of the radical race communist, getting 2.3 thousand likes. Alpha Fox simply says, criminals love this guy, getting 578 likes. Ryan simply says, the scum of humanity is not capable of leading anything. New York is beyond screwed, getting 1.2 thousand likes. James says, quote, an artificial construct is a foreigner coming to the United States to become a citizen by swearing to support and defend the Constitution and the U.S. laws, and then proceeding to subvert the Constitution and seek positions of authority over Americans. He has highlighted a quote here. It says, quote, the citizenship oath, also known as the oath of allegiance, is the final step in naturalizing process to become a U.S. citizen. It is a pledge for individuals to renounce allegiance to any foreign power and swear to support and defend the U.S. Constitution and laws. The oath is administered during naturalization ceremony, typically held in a formal setting. Gained 1.5 thousand likes. I mean, in theory, that means Representative Ilhan Omar swore this. I'm not sure as hell. Her policies and her statements sure as hell seem like she never did. I am one equal God math. Very interesting profile name says, quote, New York City in 2001, we'll never forget. And then New York City in 2025, Alex Muslim jihadist getting 1.3 thousand likes. Mr. Common Sense says, quote, rapper 50 Cent offered Zohran $258,000 to get lost after Miami name dropped him. Got 2,000 likes. Nick's Dank Memes, A plus for marketing. He did it, in fact, responded in meme form, said, quote, good luck, New York City. And it's a crazy liberal girl. Says, quote, women are not safe in America. The streets are too dangerous for us to even walk alone. And she says, oh my God, Zohran. And he says, defund the police. Getting 713 likes. Yep. You also have Jeff Sheets say, quote, are the people of New York City this stupid? Getting 857 likes. Yes, but also there's a lot of people that are immigrated to New York City from his countries and share his values. I mean, I think Matt Walsh went out earlier for noting that the immigration rate in New York City is like 43%-ish of people who are born in other countries and moved to that area. Rhino80 says, quote, deport Ilhan Omar, getting 397 likes. Miles says, what's his alternative to jails then? Well, nothing. He just wants them in the streets, getting 200 likes. Not a single person I'm sticking up for him thus far. David Santa Clara says, quote, can we just stop pretending like he's not pandering specifically to black people here, getting 993 likes? I mean, I don't think that's only who he's talking to. He's talking to pretty much anyone who wants a weak justice system, wants criminals on the streets. Make Men Great Again also says, spoken like someone who's never been mugged. Fantasy politics get real people hurt, getting 208 likes. Yep. The things that make you go, says, quote, or as a meme, says Islam, turning every single country it touches into a shithole for over 1,400 years, getting 627 likes. One or two more here. Mindy M.F. Robinson says, quote, it's not so, quote, quote, artificial when it stabs and robs you, getting 931 likes. Yeah, I'm scrolling. I mean, reading as many comments as I can. I can't find a single contrarian one yet. We'll do one more. Rhino80 has a picture of Robert Downey Jr. from the iconic movie Tropic Thunder, saying, quote, well, can I? I don't know if I can do his voice. Probably can't. But I'll attempt. It is a holiday after all. You never go you never go full retard straight into Democrat. Sorry, you ran straight fast full retard straight into Democrat, which perhaps that's the worst Robert Downey Jr. impression you've heard all year, but I went for it nevertheless. That got 170 likes. Well, not my impression of him, but that meme did. Distance also said, quote, nah, it's an Islamic and African construct, getting 405 likes. So, yeah, so we'll see how much he uses this in his campaign materials. He's trying to get elected, and maybe a lot of people will appreciate he wants to basically let people out of jail and rewrite the laws and rewrite definitions of acts. So, not really violent. We'll see what happens, but let me know in the comments, because it's always be fascinating to hear what you have to say today. Thank you again, everyone, for taking the time to tune in, especially on 4th of July. And again, I want to say thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. I was going to say, any feedback is always greatly appreciated. Leave a comment, and it might take me a little while, but I always take the time to respond. Don't forget to take the time to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And as always, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone, everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.